Today I have a fun challenge for us, and that's to draw a centaur. I already sketched the horse, as you can see, and now I'm trying to fit in a man. So we are combining human anatomy and animal anatomy. Right now I am drawing the torso, the upper body. This is from a photo reference of natural bodybuilding. It was a certain pose that I kinda thought would fit on this horse. This is if you don't see it, it doesn't have any tail, this horse, so it's a tailless horse or tailless centaur. We can do whatever we want in the world of art. Art is subjective, so if I would draw him with one arm, that would be okay. Some people would complain like, hey, a human, proper functioning human, born the right way, he has two arms, but it doesn't really matter. You can do what you want with your drawings, and that's what makes it really fun, especially when you get to the stage when you can create, when you can, everything you have in your mind and imagination, when you can put that on paper, like when all your thoughts and ideas can be transferred over to the sketching paper, drawing paper, sketchbook, whatever. That's when the fun really starts. Usually I try to draw a bit if I'm at work and I have a lot of time. I have a mini sketchbook with me, and everything I draw is from imagination. So I kind of dabble. I draw a lot from reference, and I draw a little bit less from imagination. I think it's important to do both. I think if you're just starting out, then it's maybe better if you draw from reference. Try to copy just great, I don't know, you can even copy drawings if you want. It doesn't have to be photographs, but I would start with photographs and drawing from life, like stuff in your living room or your room. It can be so much, and it will help you with three-dimensional shapes and all the shadows and lighting. It will help tremendously. And if you combine that with reference photos, you will be much better at art in a short amount of time, especially if you copy the old masters, the painters. If you're into painting and just drawing in general, it's really good to copy them, because it's almost like if you're a musician and you want to write great songs, or at least just learn how to play an instrument, then you would do cover songs or remixes, because you need to learn how it's built up, how it's the foundation. So I think that starting out, use reference photos, because that's the foundation for a house, and on top of that, you can do whatever. I don't know if that make any sense. Maybe I'm just rambling. Maybe I'm just babbling. But that's my tips anyway. So now I'm trying to shade. I'm trying to render. I'm trying to add some details. I'm going back and forth. I'm using HB, which stands for hard black, and I use 2B, 4B, 6B. You can use 7 and 8B. Of course, you will get darker values, but it kind of depends on the drawing that you make. If it's something really black, really dark, then of course you would use 8B. And what I notice about drawing a centaur, it's you see when the torso is on top of the horse and the legs, it kind of does have to fit. It kind of, right now it kind of fits, like it looks like a human body, only with skinny legs. So you need to find out exactly where to put the torso. It can't be too high or too low, then it will look funny and bad. But I think we're onto something here. And I try to find a human body or a certain type of anatomy that would fit to this horse. It kind of needs to fit together, and also try to make it believable with the muscles especially. I like to draw bodybuilders if I study anatomy, because the muscles make it very clear to see the muscle separations and the striations and all that. And horses too, they have a lot of muscles in the legs. They're really powerful, and they're really heavy. I don't know how heavy, but it's really fun to draw them, especially because of the legs. So centaur is something I really enjoy as of right now. And when you add all this texture and the shading, the contrast between dark and light, it will bring so much life into your drawings. I don't really care about his face. His face is just to have a face. I didn't pay any extra attention to it. It was not the main focus. The main focus is just to make a centaur, or at least be a little bit successful. So I'm gonna focus on anatomy as I've written down on my page. Make sure it blends well together, and try to shade in a way that you will see the muscle separation clear, and not make it too confusing. You can see on his face it's only a couple of lines, but I added some HB just for some light shading. If I didn't add any kind of shading, it will look like almost cartoonish. I'm just slowly rendering the arms, just slowly going up and down, back and forth, until I'm happy, until I can see some progress. And I like to go back and forth, like, for example, I go to his left arm, and I don't do the whole arm, and then I go to the right arm, and I take a step back, and I look, like, how does it look? Does it look like the same body? Because if you mess up an arm, and the other one looks completely different, it will look bad. So try to take a step back. Just take your time. No rush. We are just having fun practicing. But it's also important to get it right. And you can see the way he's posing. His left arm is more in a straight line, and his right arm is more like, almost like his lat is sticking out, and his arm is more out in the air and to the right. So his shoulder will be a bit different with the direction, and just overall posture is a slight tilt, I would say. You can see it on his abdominals too. They have a slight curve. So, like I said, I really love to render and shade, and that's what brings it to life. It's something I overlooked for not a long time, but many drawings, because I haven't been drawing for, I don't know, maybe it's almost 2 years or something now. So when you discover the way of shading and rendering and the importance, you can't really go back to make bad drawings again. I'm not saying this is a great drawing. I think it's subpar. I think it's mediocre. I think it's, I don't know, 5 out of 10, but that doesn't matter. The goal today, our goal is to draw a centaur, mythological creature that really didn't exist. But that's the beauty of creatures and beasts and all those things. Is a fantasy. So just trying my best to make it look good. trying to make it darker where it needs to be darker, or where I think it would be cool with some more contrast. Contrast is really important. That's what you will understand when you look at your previous drawings, like your very first drawings, and you can tell they lack value. So you need to push the values. That means add more shading, make them darker, make them pop more with contrast. Never neglect anatomy. That's so important. If you want to learn how to draw animals and humans, whatever, dinosaurs, centaurs, you need to learn anatomy. Learn the fundamentals. There are so many books, there are so many articles, there are so many videos. It's really easy to find stuff nowadays, but anatomy is anatomy and perspective is the most important thing that you can learn, because when you know it, you are already a great artist. And combine that with great rendering, you can make whatever. You can make super realistic drawings if you want. This is not a realistic drawing at all, but it's only the purpose to focus on anatomy and rendering. So anatomy is super important, like I said. You can't, if you want to draw from imagination, don't do it in the beginning. Try to draw from reference instead, and from still life, or just from life, and you will get a lot better. But you need to know anatomy. If you try to draw anything without any basic grasp of anatomy, you will fail. I'm so sorry, but it will look bad. I've been there. You should see my drawings. They look terrible. They look like I drew them with my left hand when I was 2 years old. So yeah, you get the idea. It's you need to focus on anatomy for whatever you're drawing. Every single, if it's a living thing, if it's humans or animals, you need to know anatomy. And if you want to draw buildings, that's something else. You need to learn how to construct a building. You need to focus more on shapes. You need to focus on squares, rectangles, cylinders, all that. But of course, you need to know that too for anatomy. You can make up a human body using those shapes, but it's not the same. It's anatomy is something else. It's a different beast. It's something I practice every day, but it's something I will never master. And there we have our tailless centaur.